So I just watched a reel about AI and the future of it and made me think a little bit differently about my circumstance because I hadn't heard it like put exactly this way before. So I just wanted to share it with you. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick and kind of show you this. This is Ben Levitt. I cannot remember where I first found Ben at. I think it was in a different he does a lot of different things. I think I found him somewhere. Anyway, saw this on Instagram, pop in my Instagram. This is Ed Zitron, I think. Hadn't heard of Ed before, but I'll put the link to this. I'm not going to watch this right now, but I'll put the link to this in the description of wherever you're watching this. Quick thoughts on this because it's a bigger, broader topic that I've heard before, like I said. Long story short of what this is he's exposing AI. Ed is talking about the reality that it's unsustainable and that, money is important to like companies and that like ChatGPT, OpenAI, Anthropic, Claude, all these companies, like they are bleeding money, which I don't think is false. I don't have financial statements, but apparently, obviously, all the shit is public and people know. So, I just wanted to kind of give you my perspective as one random person that is using AI every single day for all of this. The position that always is displayed is that it's unsustainable. If you're using a $20 ChatGPT subscription, you're actually using like, potentially hundreds of dollars of token, in token based billing or what have you. If you're using the numbers are crazy. If you're using like, the $100 Claude plan like I do, then maybe you're using actually like, four, five, six, I don't know how many times. I think I heard 13 times as many as that, to a dollar that you spend or whatever. The point is that it is a known fact that these subscriptions were created to subsidize and get people into it and get people, like kind of hooked on this whole thing, right? And I think it's obviously working. What do we think is going to happen in the future, regardless of what anybody else has said? They again watch that little video there. There's a lot of good things that they talked about, like with Uber. There was, I guess I never took Ubers back then, but they were really cheap at first, and now they're more expensive as to get you hooked and price match and price people out of market, all that sort of stuff. Here's Forget all that shit. Okay. Well, don't forget it, but let's assume that, right? I'm not telling you that I know it's going to happen, but this is my thought process around that. I think there's a couple things that right now I believe in, in spite of that or in addition to that. The first thing is I still believe that I don't think AI could possibly go away at this point. Like the concept of like an LLM and probably even obviously future technologies of this, I don't think it could possibly go away. It's too impactful. It has done too much. I'm not saying that it's every single use case of it is economically valuable. There's a lot of shit that people do and like just are wasting, tokens, energy, all this sort of shit. But I'll get to that in a second. I don't think there's any possible way that as a 30-year-old person right now, I'm not going to be using AI for the rest of my life. I don't see that happening. Now, what does that actually look like? That is a big question. Is it going to be constantly using Anthropic servers and OpenAI servers or whatever, and paying all that money if the subsidies go away and if the subscriptions go away? Maybe not. I mean, I already have a 5-year-old computer over here that has a graphics card that is capable of running like models, maybe not like Fable that just came out from Anthropic, but it's capable of running. I've done image generation, I've done text generation, I've done like coding stuff. Like it's capable. It's just not as good as these huge compute models that are these server farms that are running these big models. So that's something, right? And we're still early in this. It's been a few years, but we're still early in this. So that's the first thing is like I don't think it's going to go away. Do I think that we're constantly going to have do I think logically that this is sustainable? Doesn't seem like it at all. Doesn't seem like it one bit that I pay $100 and I can have like basically unlimited. To me, I don't even understand side note. I don't understand how people even hit these limits. Like they must be doing some crazy shit because I don't even hit limits and I feel like I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I'm probably not doing enough work. But that's the other thing is I don't think we're going to have those subscriptions. So I feel you. Here's the thing though. You're still in the golden age, right? I think that we're both still in the golden age, you and I. So while we're in the golden age, why don't we try to utilize this thing as much as possible to create some level of economic value for ourselves so that when this stuff becomes, let's assume it becomes expensive, then we have an opportunity to potentially still buy, like, be purchasing and utilizing this technology with tokens, or maybe if we have to upgrade our systems or what have you, right? Because not everybody's going to do that if it gets really expensive, right? Like now everyone and their mother, uses the free version of ChatGPT. If that goes away, even if the subscriptions go away, then you're going to be literally a superhuman with this technology that everybody used to know and love and now they can't afford. I don't know if that's going to happen, but what I'm saying is that and I'm not actually saying that the Ben video, like, said it like this, but what I've heard a lot is that it's like a fear thing that it's not sustainable. You can interpret it as such, but I think that really the best way to handle that is just like a possible outcome, like a logical possible outcome. And then the way that I react to that, because we're free to react to things however we want, I react optimistically in the sense of that's why I'm trying to learn how to create quickly, efficiently, and well with this type of technology, and then use it as a service. I will admit, the people that are just creating little things for themselves, I think that's great. But I do think that it's going to be way harder to justify that if you had to pay. You get a ChatGPT subscription right now, and maybe you get like Codex or you get a Claude one, maybe $100 a month. It'd be way harder to justify the little app that you built for yourself in maybe 5 years when you would have had to pay like $10,000 potentially to get the compute for it. I will caveat that by saying I don't know what's going to happen because maybe the compute continues to get better, like the models continue to get better. Maybe somehow they start to get more efficient in the energy that they use, the token usage or what have you, and then prices aren't like ridiculously high. But it seems like with Fable, like as an example of just dropped the other day, like it just keeps getting more expensive every single time. But I don't know. Maybe you could use like lower tier models to do things and that'll still be, reasonable. I don't know what's going to happen. All I'm saying is I know this wasn't a technical video. I know it wasn't a lot of, we weren't going to a lot of crazy stuff here, but my whole thing is that I am navigating this alongside you and I'm trying to express how I'm thinking about these things without feeling overwhelmed by chasing every single new thing, while also trying to navigate it as logically as possible. And I do think that every piece of history and economic whatever seems like this is probably going to go that way, like in the sense of it's not sustainable and it's going to be disrupted in some way, or it's going to feel very different in a few years, because people ultimately have to make money. But I just think that there are off ramps. Again, local AI potentially, or um, you know, getting in now and getting more, like learning how to use it and things like that, and learning how to sell services that leverage it. Like selling the same services, obviously that you did potentially did before, or some sort of technical skill, but leveraging it so that when it goes away, we're not having the discussion of, oh, our client's going to build their own websites with AI or whatever the hell. They're just probably not, because it's gonna be way too fucking expensive for them to go have the AI do it. They might as well hire you potentially, and then you could do it, because now they'd have to pay more and they'd have to figure it out. That's where it might get a little interesting. I don't know though. What do you think? Let me pass it over to you, because from time to time I like to throw these thought experiment type things out there. But I don't want to spend too much time thinking, because the more, at least for me, I've overthought a lot in my life, and if I spend more time thinking about this shit, then I'm not gonna spend time figuring out how to learn to use it to make money, and if I and using it to make money, and then I'm gonna be in a bad situation when this all happens. So I gotta go back to that. Appreciate you watching. As always, thank you so much. I will talk to you in the next one.